Ayo, Workout Weebs here again. I'm. I feel like there's a struggle going on in my brain with Spy Family in that I get it's literally the balance of slice of life family life with espionage, intrigue, and assassination plots, but I feel impatient because I'm just like I really want to get into how does everything fall apart or how do they adapt to try and keep things going sooner or later. And episodes 10 to 12 kind of felt a lot more slice of lifey. If not, there's you can actually still see there are some unique little character beats that are taking place that do make you more widely appreciate what the story is trying to do, especially with everything going on with 10 and the dodgeball thing. If anybody has ever watched Disney's Recess, goated series, amazing. There was this one episode with Gus, who's kind of the more mild mannered, but from a military family, almost kind of a wimpy kid. But he's just an absolute boss at dodgeball, and so there happens to be a dodgeball centric episode, and oh my, this felt like it was approaching that, or at least catching similar vibes. It's interesting to see, and it was kind of already seeing that Damien's a little bit neglected and overshadowed by his extremely successful older brother. I liked seeing Henderson jog. It's always nice to see like people even in their old age still keeping things up. But I was really, really, really hoping that there would be some good developments from Anya in regards to training up for the dodgeball. I was just begging for her to get some dubs, please. Give her the win. Give her the win. But I also thought they might have done a thing where she would let Damien win on purpose, so he might get a star to make himself feel better, and maybe that'd be a way to develop their friendship. That didn't happen. Actually, things widely went a completely different direction when Bill showed up. Bill looks like he's been fed protein in his like his dad's been sticking in protein powder in his formula since he was born, because that boy is roided, just roided, and seeing his dad definitely took the wind out of my sails when I saw that. But c'est la vie, we'll keep going. Just the last time I can see that I was invested in this dodgeball game, like dodgeball's life or death. It's probably the funnest thing you'll do when you're a kid. But otherwise, it was a good-ish episode. I think another nice thing was the animation from Yor in the park, literally bifurcating a tree. Or is it? No, yeah, it's bifurcation. Dissection is when it takes place from the top of your head to your torso. Bifurcated is what happened to Yamamoto in Bleach in Thousand Year Blood War. Spoilers, I guess. Sorry. But yeah, I will say, with the little things happening with Damien's training arc, it reminded me of Assassination Classroom. Like, the way that he was thinking that he was like Goku trying to absorb some, like, projectile from someone else. I don't know. But just the idea of, like, envisioning yourself in another scenario, using your imagination to imagine the things you're going to be going through. So, yeah, episode 10, it was good. It was alright. 11, though, definitely, it caught me off guard. It caught me off guard. It's like, how are we going to get Anya to succeed? Well, okay, maybe she can't copy everybody the best way possible. I get that. I was thinking maybe she just has to focus on the right voices or copy multiple people in tests so it doesn't look like she's cheating, but in reality she is. But, yeah, I was thinking, I kind of got spoiled to this looking at a manga panel. I think it's chapter 26. But I almost did think of Yuri being a good tutor, potentially. Because he definitely, he helped Yor with it, so why not his new daughter-in-law, his niece-in-law. But that was the one thing that I really appreciate with how Anya is written, is that, when you're invested in the story and you're watching what's going on, you get mad when everybody's acting dumb or stupid to your own, I guess, how much knowledge you have. But when you do deal with kids aren't dumb. They just lack knowledge. And maybe they might be a bit naive, but kids are often extremely perceptive. And, that's kind of on steroids with having telepathy. And so you'll hear an adult say one thing, but because you don't have either the knowledge or the context, she's just going to wildly misrepresent everything that she should be doing. What Lloyd wants her to do. So she's lacking in maybe that self-awareness, which can happen at times. But I did think it was really nice at the school for Eden Academy. It's you want to encourage kids to do community service, and I think being able to reward kids for doing that, even though at the end of the day, the gift should be doing the act in itself, not for the reward, but this is how you're trying to teach people to try and pick up good life habits. But yeah, she got the star, so that was nice. Definitely going to I gotta save a kid from drowning. That's pretty horrifying, honestly, as well. But yeah, there was a little thing with the handler and trying to raise the stakes. We got only got 4 months, okay, so on and so forth. But honestly, 1 out of 8, that's pretty good. That's pretty good even within that time. But it's very much undercut by the fact that if there's anything Lloyd, he should have tried to pressure in. And again, for kids, I get it. You want attention, you want to be loved, you want to be perceived. Immediately having it go to her head, hilarious. I mean, it definitely makes the most amount of sense. It's disappointing, but like, yeah, would you expect she wants to be loved and getting that attention? But I think the most standout thing in episode 11 was Damien being like, listen, this school is legit. If she got that star, that means she deserves it. But now I'm even more mad because it means I have to catch up to her. So in a way, it's still showing that push and pull rivalry. But that was a really nice moment for him. Seeing the foreshadowing with the dog. Okay, so we got spy, telepath, assassin. Now we have a dog that can predict the future. This seems like that's where things are going. Even going into a little bit of animal abuse theming. That's pretty sad. But it's nice to see. There's a lot of bases this series is trying to cover and address. Little moral questions as well. Now, I don't have any issue with it per se, but I'm just really curious to see how they actually pull it off. But yeah, apart from that, episode 11 was probably the best out of these three. Episode 12, I mean, not a full snoozer, but I mean, you had the slight recap at the start. But again, really establishing. Berlin, you literally just added a T to the end of it to really dig in home. We don't want the wall to go down in terms of East and West Germany. But yeah, I almost thought this was going to focus more on the informant lady and not the family. And so the fact that it ended up being just the slice of life family thing again, not bad. It was really the most interesting thing I would say is this seems like to be the actual first major clash of I have this commitment to one mission with the family and I have to actually meet a obligation from Wise. And so it's really nice to see because I do think my prediction is going to be it's going to get a lot harder to make that balance later on. Even with Lloyd saying they got to stop giving me more missions, I got to focus on this. Still, it's with Anya calling him a good liar. I mean, it's right for now, but obviously the whole idea is eventually something's going to give. You can't lie and lie and lie constantly, especially with someone who's literally a human lie detector in the form of Anya, and expect to not get off at least a little bit unscathed. Some infighting, some discovery, something similar to what happened when Lloyd was just with Anya and people broke into their house and they discovered that he was Twilight. Something has to give. And that's really what I am. I'm just taking a look at every single little crack that might show and wondering what exactly is going to happen in order to make everything fall apart. And so for now, things seem to be looking good. They might get themselves a fourth member soon for the dog. That'll be nice to see. But in the meantime, this has been Workout Weebs, Bosnia and Dave. Have an amazing day, and remember to watch Spy Family. Take care.